Tonight, an update on what's been going on at Hearst Castle since the pandemic started. KSBY News reporter Alexa Bertola visited the castle today and has this story.
Hearst Castle closed back on March 15th due to COVID-19. Now, during that time, staff has been doing projects and prepping for what's to come.
We've had to be closed longer than any other period since it's been a state historical monument.
Since that time in 1958, the iconic Hearst Castle has welcomed thousands of visitors annually. Superintendent Dan Fallett says last fiscal year the grounds welcomed roughly 417,000 visitors. The year before that, he says there were about 616,000 guests.
So we had about 200,000 visitors less last year than we did the previous year. On average, the castle sees about 750,000 visitors a year.
Fallett says in 2018-2019, the castle's annual revenue was about $16 million. But now, with the castle's major money generator closed indefinitely, the roughly 140 staff members on the hilltop have shifted their efforts to some projects that were previously on the back burner. This includes restoring the bell system of Casa Grande, the castle's main house.
You can see they've been exposed to the elements since 1932 when they were put into the bell towers. And so they've experienced some rust and some weathering, and we're trying to bring them back to life.
Before the pandemic, the bells were partially played at noon for guests.
We're excited to get them back to their full capacity, to be able to play all the tunes that Hearst guests would have heard back when they visited in the 1930s.
Meanwhile, the grounds are still being maintained. Preserving and cleaning the collection inside the museum are also top priorities for staff, all of which have kept their positions.
No one has been laid off because we also don't know when we're going to reopen.
Once open, tours will shift to reservation only. Inside the visitor center, there are blue circles on the ground for social distancing and hand sanitizer. While this year's 100th anniversary celebration, marking when construction first started on the castle, was put on hold, State Parks has its sights set on the day when visitors can safely return to the castle.
Focus on what can we get done so we're better prepared when visitors finally arrive.
At Hearst Castle, Alexa Bertola, KSBY News.
State Parks has also provided virtual learning opportunities about the castle during the pandemic.